So about 2 months ago, I made a video reviewing the Bedwars kits Yamini and Agni, and the video actually went pretty well. Therefore, today's video will be about the two Bedwars kits, Taliyah and Farmer Cletus. We will be going over both kits and deciding which one is better for what and why. Hope you enjoy. Alright, let's get started. Now, before jumping into any conclusions, let's just get basic information about every kit. How about we start with Taliyah? Taliyah is an economy kit which can be obtained by reaching level 15. Taliyah is a pretty interesting kit to say the least. Unlike many other kits, she doesn't necessarily have an ability which you can use by pressing a button, like Agni's Rocket Boost or Electra's Dash. Taliyah is completely different. Taliyah can purchase chicken eggs from the shop for a random amount of iron or emeralds, which changes every 1.5 minutes. The prices start off cheap, but they usually get more expensive later into the game. That's why it's best to buy them when they're cheap. The chickens have two main uses. One use is that they can be sold at the shop for the current price given at the shop. This can be used to make a profit. For example, let's say that you bought chicken eggs for, let's say, 30 iron and hatched them. But when you go to sell them, the price given by the merchant is 65 iron instead. You could easily just sell the chickens and make a 35 iron profit. Or, if you're really patient, you can even sell them for some emeralds later into the game. This can be great for obtaining good loot early into the game without having to go out and get it the hard way. Make sure you protect these eggs, however, as they can easily be broken by other players. All they have to do is just hit them one time. However, selling the chickens isn't their only use. She wouldn't be completely different from Farmer Cletus if she didn't have this other use. There is one other use which is much more fun, and that is using them to fight your opponents. After hatching chickens, you can deploy a maximum of 3 chickens at a time, and you can have them attack your enemies. The chickens will always start off with leather armor. Their armor can be upgraded by buying better nests for them for iron and emeralds. When you buy one of these nests, for example the iron nest, any chicken that has not been hatched yet will be upgraded to iron armor. When a chicken's armor is upgraded, they deal more damage and have more health. The best chickens are the void chickens. They come from void nests which cost 10 emeralds. Overall, in my opinion, Taliyah is a very good and fun kit to use if you really don't feel like fighting much. Or if you just want to get loot in a much easier way without having to go out to mid or going to the diamond generators and making it a whole thing. All you have to do is just be a little bit patient and you can get some loot pretty easily. Alright, now that we've talked about Taliyah, let's move on to Farmer Cletus. Farmer Cletus is an economy kit, which can be obtained either by paying Robux, handing in 10,000 bed coins, or somehow, if you're really lucky, being obtained from lucky crates. Farmer Cletus is somewhat like Taliyah, but he's a lot more profitable than her. Unlike Taliyah, who is a good fighting kit and a decent economy kit, Farmer Cletus sacrifices being a fighting kit in order to be a much better economy kit. He's really a version of Taliyah that doesn't have fighting aspects, but is significantly better at bringing in loot. Farmer Cletus has the ability to buy seeds from the shop and place them down to plant them. These seeds take a bit of time to grow, but once they're done, they give loot. The first seeds are carrot seeds. They take a little bit more than 3 minutes to grow for the first time, then about 1 minute for each regrow afterwards. Each carrot seed costs 60 iron and gives 1 diamond when harvested. Keep in mind that I'm not 100% sure if my timings are correct for the seed girls, as I got it from the Farmer Cletus wiki, which could be outdated. The second seeds are melon seeds. They take almost 4 minutes to grow, then 2 minutes for each regrow. They cost 3 emeralds each, and give an emerald when harvested. The third, and most fun seeds in my opinion, are pumpkin seeds. They take about 30 seconds to grow, and are the only seeds that cannot be harvested an infinite amount of times. They can only be harvested once. They cost 200 iron each, and give a regular, large, or huge Jack-o'-boom when harvested. Jackal-booms are throwable pumpkins which explode on impact, destroying or damaging nearby blocks and dealing damage. The bigger the Jackal-boom, the more damage it deals and the bigger area it has. Crops can be broken by enemies and explosives, but only Farmer Cletus users can harvest them. Overall, Farmer Cletus is an extremely good kit for getting loot, as long as you don't mind staying at the base most of the time to do it. As long as you farm for some time, he can easily get everyone in your team stacked up and ready for the late game. Now that we've gone over both kits, it's time to answer the question, which one is better? As always, it really depends on how you like to play. If you want to have more fun with your kit and not just stick to farming all game, go with Taliyah. If you only care about getting a lot of loot and don't mind playing in a bit of a boring way, go with Farmer Cletus. But what about my opinion? I'll be honest guys, I do like both kits, but I would give the crown to Taliyah. She's still a decent economy kit, just not as good as Farmer Cletus, but the chicken deployment completely makes up for it. They can be very strong and overwhelm your opponents. And let's just be honest, relaxing on a tower and watching your opponents try to fight off your chickens is just an incredible feeling, and it can be funny at times too. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you want to see more content like this. That's all for now. Have a great day and goodbye.